Welcome back, everybody. Free NBA Daily Bets podcast, YouTube show. My name is Eric. You can find all my official bets at Twitter at Easy Money Wins. And just full transparency, today sucked. It's like a minus 15 unit day. And I don't know what it is about these small slates or smaller slates. Like the bigger slates of 10 games or more, everything's going fine. And it's these smaller slates. I only had 10 bets out today. And normally I have 25, 30 out. But whatever, it sucked. It was annoying. All we can do is keep betting low juice, minus 105 or better. That's what I've been focusing on this year. And I'm up year to date plus 6 units. So even though 15 unit day, lost 15 units today, we move on. It is 1 o'clock in the morning here, guys. I'm going to power through this podcast. And so, without further ado, let's jump into the games, guys. Let's do it. Let's get it going. All right. So first game up, we've got the Orlando Magic at the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the schedule. So these two teams just played 2 nights ago, and Orlando won 106-102. They did not cover the spread. The spread was Orlando minus 5.5. Orlando was coming off of a loss at New York. So that's why they were, and then Paul George didn't play in that game. So Paul George looks to play in this game, and they're at home against Phoenix on Sunday. The Magic are, so they're rested. They're rested here. Still off a lot of wins recently of late. But like I had mentioned in the other podcast before, guys, Orlando did not beat anybody. They did not beat many good teams during this stretch. Okay, they beat Phoenix without Kevin Durant at Phoenix. I'll still get there. That's still a quality win, even without Kevin Durant. And they won at LA at the buzzer. LA, the Lakers kind of squandered that one. So I'll give credit to them there. But other than that, most recent wins, Detroit, Charlotte, Chicago, Brooklyn, and then the 76ers without Paul George. And 76ers won a back-to-back too. So, and then Detroit was without Cade Cunningham, I believe, as well. So, not the best of wins, but they're winning. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're beating teams that they're supposed to beat. Now they get a Philadelphia team that's hungry. They want to win. They've had a little bit of winning success. They've won 2 out of their last 5 games, which is a lot better than what they've been doing in Philadelphia, right? And they just lost this team the other night by 4. So they've won 3 out of their last 6. So yeah, like I said, Philadelphia's winning. Their next game is Sunday at Chicago. So they don't have a back-to-back after this game. So very focused rest spot for them as well. Just lost to this team. I can only look Philly here, guys. I can only look Philly. Now, I don't like that, obviously, Andre Drummond and Embiid are out. Well, no. Sorry. Andre Drummond's questionable for this game. He has a chance to play. So I hope he plays, guys. I hope his ankle's feeling all right. Joel Embiid is out, though. Who knows what the heck's going on with that guy? Who knows, guys? Who knows? And then Adam Bona, another center, he will not play for them. I haven't even heard of Adam Bona, for real. But yeah, but there's enough there, guys. Caleb Martin, Paul George, Kelly Oubre Jr., Jared McCain, the rookie, Tyrese Maxey. That's the thing. Even though they don't have the size that Orlando has, they have better scoring, in my opinion. Even though Philly hasn't been playing high-scoring games, they're coming into their own right now. They scored 111 on the road at Detroit and 110 at Charlotte. Those are 2 lower scoring teams, and to get to 110 against those teams, it's not super impressive, but it's a lot better than what they've been doing. So yeah, I can only look Philly. I'm most likely going to be on Philly tomorrow. They're plus 2.5 right now, plus 3. Wow, there's some plus 3s out there, really? I'm going to sleep this off. I'm not going to get too gung-ho on Philadelphia. I think there might be more Magic money coming in tomorrow. But this spot has Philly written all over it. I can only look Philly. I can only look Philly. Trust me, guys. Trust me on this. Philly took Orlando to the wire last game. Philly's gonna get this one, guys. I feel pretty confident about that. Over unders at 210.5, 209. It's coming down a little bit. I kind of like this. I kind of like this over. Just because I feel like if you like Orlando to win this game, you'll probably like the under. just because Orlando will keep it low scoring. But if Philly wins this game, they're probably gonna have to outscore Orlando. I wouldn't want Philly in a slugfest. I think Philly kind of scores and runs away with it a little bit. So okay, that's my take on that game. Let's keep it moving. We got a really good one next. We got the Milwaukee Bucks at the Boston Celtics. Milwaukee had a letdown spot against the Atlanta Hawks the other night, and they lost to them at home. But that was second game of a back-to-back. Atlanta was healthy. Atlanta was an underdog. They played great as an underdog, and the rest is history. Milwaukee ran out of gas in the second half, so now they're off two good road wins. So that was my issue with like not backing them at Detroit. Was that like, yeah, they had a good road win at Miami, but no, it wasn't consistent enough for me to like say, hey, I'm ready to back them again. Also for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton looks like he's finally going to make his season debut, and everybody else looks healthy for them. Giannis is probable. Giannis has been on the injury report probable like the entire season, and he's been playing pretty much every game. So yeah, they're actually fully healthy. Milwaukee's fully healthy, guys. Chris Middleton looks good to go. So next game after this for them, they're at Brooklyn on Sunday, so no back-to-back for them. This is the ESPN game for whatever that's worth if you consider that into your handicapping process. Boston is off of a blowout win against Detroit, the team that Milwaukee played 2 games ago, and Detroit covered the spread in that one. Not the first quarter, first half. They got obliterated in the first quarter, first half, but they came back. I called the over right on that game, and this is the first of a back-to-back for Boston. They do play Memphis on Saturday, but then after that, they're off until next Thursday. So I don't know, guys. We need to check the injury report because these back-to-backs, it is a home and home though. So like when they play 2 games in a row at home, I don't think they'll sit as many people as there is like on a travel spot. Tatum, Porzingis, and Horford look questionable. So I would probably assume Al Horford does not play one of these 2 games for sure. And probably Porzingis for that matter too. I bet they alternate. I bet like Porzingis plays tomorrow because it's a conference game and they'll want to win this conference game against Milwaukee for just playoff purposes, tiebreaker purposes. Like you definitely want to get this one. Memphis is not in the Eastern Conference, so probably sit your more better players. So I would be pretty surprised if Jason Tatum sits out tomorrow. I think Porzingis and Tatum play. I think Horford sits. That's kind of what they did last year with Horford and Porzingis when Porzingis was actually playing in the regular season. So Boston has won 2 in a row. This is the 3rd game of a 5-game homestand for them. I love backing teams at home on homestands. Let's take a look at the spread. Let's see what the spread is, guys. Spread is Boston -7.5. The Boston tax is real, guys. The Boston Tea Party tax is real. It's real. You're not going to get a cheap line on Boston. That -4.5 or whatever against Cleveland at home, like that's the lowest number you're going to get Boston at home all year. And Boston still didn't cover that -4.5 against Cleveland, which is crazy. Yeah, you're paying up tax with Boston. Golly, 7.5. I mean, I understand Boston can win by 7.5 for sure, but I think the Bucks cover that. The Bucks are playing well right now. I don't look into that Atlanta loss too much. Like, that's off a really big win. They ran out of steam. Second game, Atlanta runs fast. They push the pace. Celtics first quarter, first half. They have not been that good this year, first quarter, first half, but I lean Celtics first quarter, first half here. Over unders at 231. Man, these lines are kind of tough, guys. I'm going to have to do some more research into this. I guess my initial reaction, I would lean over. Let's see. Milwaukee on the road. kind of hard to tell because they've only played a couple of road games in the last like 2 weeks. So I don't know. Boston on the first leg of a back-to-back too. They just scored a lot of points last game. I'll probably stay off that over/under, but man, I like Milwaukee plus 7.5. I am leaning that way, guys. I am leaning that way. All right, let's go to the next game. Next game, we got the Lakers and the Hawks. Lakers at the Hawks. JJ Redick met with all the players, all the coaches, 911 emergency, running the whole fire drill on the road because they've been getting smoked last 2 games. They lost by 41 points at Miami. But that was like what, like their like 7th game in like 11 days or something like that. Something crazy like that, right? Like they just ran out of steam in my opinion. I mean, there are some injury issues like Austin Reeves. After he hurt his like pelvis or whatever, his hip against the Thunder, he still hasn't played. I think since then he's out tomorrow as well. And like that's a big injury for them. Like you need Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves makes the right basketball decisions most of the time, you know? So him being out, I don't like that. LeBron James is questionable with left foot soreness. That is something to monitor just because I think he's been probable most of the time. Like I don't think he's been questionable. Now he's questionable and he's just played a lot of games recently. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see if LeBron plays or not. Like if you want to bet the Lakers, I think you should definitely wait until tip off because there might be a little funny business going on there. That might be real, like LeBron not playing potentially. Anthony Davis is probable; he'll probably play, but again, that injury report, I definitely want to make sure with the Lakers that they're playing. So let's see. They play Sunday at home against Portland. So they got a get right game coming their way. They got Portland coming their way. That's a get right game for them. So Atlanta's on fire right now. I think it's a little fraudulent, for being honest. They have won 5 in a row. Well, I'll say this: the 2 wins against Cleveland, those are damn impressive. I'll give them that. They were asleep at the wheel at Charlotte, and then they played New Orleans at home, and they were losing at halftime, and it was like a tie game going into the 4th quarter, pretty much, I think, or maybe in the 4th quarter it got close, and then they pulled away late, and then they caught Milwaukee in an awful scheduling spot. And now they're coming back home. They're flying high. Like I don't know, guys. I don't know about this. Their next game is Sunday at home against Denver, so they're in a good rest spot as well. Injury front for the Hawks, Trae Young is probable. Everybody else is good to go. So it's a good spot. Hawks are hot. Lakers are not. Let's check the spread out. Man, that Lakers tax is real too, guys. Like, that Lakers tax is real. Oh, man. Plus 4.5. I feel like it's too low. I feel like it should be like plus 6, honestly. Like, with the way the Lakers have been playing and the way the Hawks have been playing, they complete opposites. Like, they really think this is the game where the Lakers are going to turn it around without Austin Reeves. So, like, D'Angelo Russell, rookie Dalton Knecht. Like, I mean, I like Dalton, but after that, like, the bench is nothing. You're gonna have to be able to score. You got to score if you're gonna try to win the game against Atlanta. You got to be able to score. And this bench is Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Cam Reddish. That's it. Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Cam Reddish. Because D'Angelo Russell's got to start now. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm probably gonna stay off this, but because I do not trust Atlanta. Like, gosh, that team is so freaking annoying. Like, I try to trust them, guys. I try to trust Atlanta. I try to trust Atlanta at Golden State. They didn't do it. Then I tried to trust them at Chicago in a big NBA Cup game. No, they lose 136 to 122. Like, they're supposed to, like, if you look at this now, this 5-game win streak, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're better than Chicago. They didn't do it when they played Chicago, and they were rested off a bad loss to Golden State. And then they're at home against Dallas without Luka, and I believe Dallas. Dallas. That was the second night of a back-to-back for Dallas. Like, you got to beat that. If you're saying like, hey, we're good now, you got to beat Dallas. Like, that's what I'm saying, guys. I can't trust Atlanta right now. Definitely cannot trust Atlanta. Like, even though they're rolling right now, they could easily slip up this game against LA. Easily. And it could make no sense at all because Lakers got no bench. LeBron's tired. Anthony Davis tried to do it all himself. Dalton Connect's a rookie. Like, he's a good rookie, but he's still a rookie. Rui Hachimura is like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? He's not like making a big game difference out there. So, and then D'Angelo Russell, like, I don't know. Who knows what's going on in his head, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, the Hawks, their roster's a lot better. They're a lot deeper. They're going to be able to score. You know what? Let's see what this total is. You might just want to take Atlanta over their team total. It's 231, 232. I don't know, guys. I honestly, I just don't know if the Lakers can score. I don't know if the Lakers can get to 115 points. So, like, if you think the Hawks are going to get to 110 points, 120 points, like, you might as well just take that team total over, honestly, or just bet the Hawks like on the spread -4.5 because I don't know if the Lakers are going to score that. Like, unless Dalton Connect goes off and D'Angelo Russell goes off, which could happen. It could happen, but I don't know, guys. I don't feel great about the Lakers right now. I need to wait. I need to wait. All right, next game, guys. Next game, Sacramento at the Spurs. These two teams played today. These two teams are really freaking annoying. Well, not the Kings. Yeah, although I did want to bet them, but I'm glad I did not because they were covering the entire game and then they didn't at the end. That hurts. If you backed the Kings today, sorry guys, that hurt. That one hurt. But the Spurs, I backed the Spurs. Unfortunately, that's where part of my disaster day happened today. The freaking Spurs against Chicago again. Chicago. But the thing is, this was kind of my bad. I talked about Chicago alternating wins and losses. I looked at their schedule a little bit deeper today, and I still saw the pattern, and I still tried to go with it. But the reason why they've been alternating wins losses, if you look at their losses, it's all been against really good teams for the most part. So, like, they've been beating the teams they're supposed to beat, losing to the teams they're supposed to lose to. So, at San Antonio without Wembanyama, like, that's a game that's actually a little more evenly matched where, like, Chicago had a chance. Like, I don't know. I still, like, I really want to take that Spurs bet back. I really want to. I really don't. I don't take it back. I don't think it's a bad bet. Obviously, it lost, so it is a bad bet, but whatever, guys, whatever. Let's check the minutes logged for the Spurs in this game. Let's see what it's at. Spurs. 36 minutes for our boy Jeremy Sochan. Everyone else under 30 minutes. Wembanyama probably plays tomorrow too. At least I think. Let me see. Let me see if he's out more than that. I don't think he is. Let me see. Sorry, this is loading. They did battle back, man. They scored 124 points. That thing flew over the total. Flew, and I was on the under too, like a dumbass. All right. Let's see here. Injury-wise, Wembanyama has lower back soreness. I think he plays, guys. I think he plays. I think it's just this, like, back-to-back stuff. They don't want him to play, but, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think he plays. I think he plays. They just beat Sacramento. Ooh, yeah, this is a Sacramento spot for sure, guys. Sacramento, they just beat them on last week, or this past Sunday, actually, on December 1st in Sacramento, 127-125. I think that was from start to finish. Let's take a look at that game, guys. No, Sacramento jumped out on them 42-28. And then San Antonio slowly just won the next 3 quarters and won the game by 2. So I forgot about that. And Wembanyama went off in that game. Man, I just don't like that the Spurs are off 2 losses right now. They don't have a 3-game losing streak all year. I think it's about to happen. I think the Kings get this game, guys. Let's take a look at the Kings. Let's see how many minutes they played today against the fast-paced Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see here. Well, they lost 115, 110. Spread was -4.5, I think, when it opened. That hurts, guys. That hurts. Might have been some +5s out there. I don't think so, though. Keegan Murray played 40. Dang, everyone played heavy minutes. De'Aaron Fox played 38. DeMar DeRozan, 35. Sabonis, 36. Malik Monk, 32. Herder, 25. And they got travel too. Memphis to San Antonio. It's not like the longest plane flight, but it's still like an hour at least. And they played heavy minutes, running up and down the court against the Grizzlies. Man, Kings are due for some wins, guys. I don't know if this is the spot to do it with them. I don't know. Even though they, I mean, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Kings are gonna give a damn good effort. Damn good effort. That's what I do know. As long as everybody plays tomorrow, which I think they will, like they've only won 2 games out of their last 9. 3 games out of their last 10. Or no, 3 out of their last 3 out of their last 10. Yeah, 3 out of their last 10 games. They're at home against Utah on Sunday, so they do have a gimme. They got a win coming their way. And they're at New Orleans on Thursday. It's a winnable game for them. And they're at home. Denver and Laker and Indiana, Detroit. I mean, they got wins coming their way, guys. They do. They got wins coming their way. But they got revenge against them. Let's see what that spread is. Let's see what it's at. -3.5 for Sacramento. Guys. I do. I mean, I like Sacramento early and often, but man, the Spurs just got smoked at home. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't love the spot, honestly. I kind of want to bet both teams a little bit. See what that over/under is, because both these teams have been going over the total a little bit, or they've been scoring. Over/under is 227. Definitely lean over. Kings points might be a better way to go, guys. Like if you're not confident that they're going to pull it out at the end, because 227 minus, it's like 114 plus 1.5, so 115.5. So like if you think the Kings get to 116, which I mean, if they win, they probably do get to 116 on a back-to-back like this. Unless they just completely run out of energy in the second half, that could happen too. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't love that spot. All right, let's go to the next game. Indiana Pacers at the Chicago Bulls. Indiana is a mess, for sure. For sure. And as we know, the Bulls just played tonight. Indiana's lost 4 in a row to Detroit, Memphis, Toronto, and Brooklyn, all by double digits. That's bad, guys. Except for Brooklyn, they only lost by 9. But if you lose to Brooklyn by 9, that's basically double digits. Injury-wise, so they play Charlotte at home on Sunday. So that's a gimme. They got some gimmies. These teams that are on losing streaks, they got some wins coming their way. Let's see here. Andrew Nembhard is probable, I believe. Let me just check. He's questionable, but he's been questionable the last 3 games and he's played. Aaron Nesmith and Ben Shepherd, they are both still out. Let's see, everyone else is good though. Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Jarace Walker, Obi Toppin, T.J. McConnell, Tyrese Halliburton. Like, they're good, guys. They got. I mean, in my opinion, they got enough there to get it done. They should be winning some games. They should be winning games. I like them to win this game. It's not going to be fun to back them, but that's what it is. Let's see what Chicago's up to. I know Kobe White did not play tonight. I don't think Lonzo Ball's close to playing either right now. Let me just check the injury on Lonzo Ball real quick. I don't think he's been playing, but oh no, he's resting. Oh, so Lonzo's going to play. Okay, so Lonzo's going to play. Maybe Kobe White plays. Man, if both of them play, that's kind of like cheating, like getting a win and then not having anybody, like 2 players fresh on the second night of a back-to-back to play like 36 minutes, potentially. I don't know if Lonzo will play 36 minutes. He probably only plays like 30 with his like injury situation. But so yeah, they finally won 2 games in a row. They play Philly on Sunday at home, and they're gonna lose to Philly. I think they lose to Indiana. Let's see what the spread is. Let's see what it is. -3 Indiana. Yeah, I like the Pacers to win this game. Over under is at 247. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, I know the Bulls are on a second night of a back-to-back and they play super fast, but you need somebody to get to 130 tomorrow. It could happen easily with these two teams, but you won't see me on that total. I mean, I do lean over. I do, but don't love it. I like Indiana, guys. I like them first quarter, first half, full game. I like them early and often. I think they get the win here. I think they snap their 4-game losing streak, and I do really feel good that they get it done. San Antonio to Chicago. It's not like a super long flight, but that's still some good travel. Like they're probably just arriving at Chicago right now at like 12:30 Central Time. So yeah, I like Indiana. I like Indiana in that spot, guys. I do. I think that's a good spot for Indiana right there. Okay, next game. We've got 2 games left. Got Minnesota Timberwolves at the Golden State Warriors. Minnesota spanked the Clippers the other night. Holy smokes. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now. They finally got over that. Yeah, they've had 3 nice wins. 3 nice wins, guys. Now they're at Golden State today. And so they play at Golden State on Sunday, too. So these two teams play each other again on Sunday. So that's something to keep an eye on. No real injury stuff. Looks like Rob Dillingham's still hurt, the rookie out of Kentucky, the guard. Rob is out for Friday's game. Joe Ingles is out for the game against the Warriors as well. Let's take a look at the Warriors' minutes for tonight because they played tonight, but Curry and Draymond Green did not play tonight. So they're most likely going to play today against Minnesota. This is the second ESPN game. They snapped their 5-game losing streak with a really good win against a healthy Houston team that was pissed off after a loss at Sacramento. They pulled the upset. That's big time, guys. That's a big result for them. I mean, they hung toe to toe with them too. All right, let's see who played minutes for the Warriors here. Brandon Pozinski played 37. Andrew Wiggins 34. Wiggins was questionable today, so who knows if Wiggins actually plays tomorrow. Kuminga played 33, but those are all pretty young guys. Like Pozinski and Kuminga are young. Andrew Wiggins he's getting a little older. Everyone else played under 27 minutes though, like Buddy Hield, Kevon Looney. I like the Warriors here, guys. Let's see what the spread is. -2. I like the Warriors. I do. Both teams off a really nice win. Man. Or you could just wait and see whoever loses this game and then play the loser on Sunday. Well, you know what? This kind of what I did in like the playoffs too. Like even if I didn't love playing the Warriors in the spot, I would play them in the spot and then I'll just play them again on Sunday if they lose. So and just hope that they win the first meeting. So I'll probably play the Warriors tomorrow and hope that they get it done. And then I'll probably back the Wolves on Sunday if they lose. But yeah, whoever loses this game, definitely want to back them on the second game for sure. I don't always say do that automatically all the time, but both these teams are like very high level teams. Both these teams are very competitive. Whoever loses is going to be like very motivated the next game, and whoever wins is definitely going to be flying a little high, especially if it's Minnesota because they've won 3 in a row. So if they win 4 in a row, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I feel good. But the Warriors, if I believe correctly, they lost both home games to the Timberwolves last year. I like the Warriors to win this game, guys. I do. I think they get it done. Curry and Green coming back. That's not 100% certain, but I'm pretty positive they're going to come back and play tonight. I think they are, guys. I think it's just they're resting on his back-to-back stuff. Over unders 221. I lean under. I do lean under. Golden State likes to play defense. Timberwolves don't play high-scoring games. 221 feels like a little too high to me. Okay, next game up is the last game up, and then I get to go to bed after this because I'm tired, guys. It's like 1:40 in the morning on the East Coast. All right, Utah Jazz at the Portland Trailblazers. Let's check the injury situation for the Jazz. Same guys are out. Kyle Filipowski's out. Jordan Clarkson is out. They just lost at Oklahoma City. They got spanked. They got taken behind the woodshed. 133-106. But Oklahoma City had to win by margin for the NBA Cup. Like they had to take that game seriously, and they did. They didn't play around with them. They let them know that they got owned. So they've had 2 days off. The next game they play at Sacramento on Sunday. The Jazz do, just like I mentioned. Then they get some time off for Friday at home against Phoenix. So they're on a 5-game losing streak, and they've lost 9 out of their last 10 games. They've actually been pretty respectable on the road. They actually have a lot of wins on the road. Well, not a lot. They only got 2. Wait. Yeah, only 2. Only 2. But they've had a lot of close games on the road, is what I'm saying. Now, Portland. Let's take a look at Portland. Portland just lost at the Clippers. I believe they hung tight, though, in the first quarter, first half. And then they, lost it in the second half, and the Clippers pulled away from them. Game before that, they lost at home against Dallas, 137-131. Game before that, they beat Sacramento at home. It's a really good win. This is going to be a winnable game for them for sure. Next game is at Los Angeles on Sunday, so no back-to-back for them. Let's take a look at the spread. Oh, sorry, let's take a look at the injuries for Portland here. So Scoot Henderson, Robert Williams, and Donovan Clingan are all out. No, Scoot Henderson's questionable. Robert Williams is out. Clingan is out. And Matisse Thybulle is out as well. But, I mean, they got everybody else playing. Like, they got Anthony Simon, Shaedon Sharpe, Kamara, Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, Denny Avdija, Delano Banton. So, I like Portland, but for some reason, Utah's giving me a funny feeling. This is a game where Utah could get a win, too. They know it. They're going to get up for this game. They can score better than Portland can, too. I mean, I don't know. Not really. Recently, I mean, they've only scored 103, 104, 94, 106. So not really. Not really. Portland plays slow, too. Like, they don't score a lot, generally. They have of late, but... the line is Portland minus 2.5. I don't know about all that, guys. Golly. Portland's 8-14. The Jazz are 4-17. Over unders 226. I mean, it's even hard to trust Utah to score. Like, I feel like that over under is a little too low. But then who knows? Both these teams could catch fire and just shoot the lights out. So, on some fluke shit for real, they could. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay off of that game, or maybe Portland first quarter, first half full game because I don't know. The Jazz. I don't know why I'm giving the Jazz all this credit. Let me see, but I think their starting 5 is actually all healthy. It is. They got Walker Kessler, John Collins, Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and Keontae George. Yeah, I mean, Utah's kind of live in this one. I'm not going to lie. Oh, excuse me, guy. I kind of like Utah now. Utah points, maybe? Yeah, 113. They got to get to 111. I can see Utah getting to 111. I don't know. Portland, I don't know. The styles of this game could be really weird. I don't know. I'm probably off that game, guys. So, yeah, just a recap. I'm trying to do a recap at the end of every show. I'm trying to remember that, guys. Recap. I will be on the 76ers for sure. Over under 210. I lean over. Bucks Celtics. I like Bucks plus 7.5 off a bad loss. Celtics have not looked like I thought they were going to look this year. I thought they were going to be a little more chip on their shoulder with like the Olympics snub for Jaylen Brown, and then Jason Tatum not playing in the Olympics, and then just some other stuff like, you know, like people not giving them credit for their championship and all that stuff. Like I thought they were going to be a little more motivated. Kind of like the 2016 Warriors when they came out pissed off when people kind of like thought their championship was a fluke. So that's why I kind of like the Bucks here. I kind of do like the Bucks plus 7.5. Lakers at Hawks. I like neither team. I don't trust Atlanta laying 4.5. I just don't. Even though they should cover that, who knows if they will or not. Over under 231. I kind of lean under. Bucks Celtics. I lean under 231 as well. Kings and Spurs. It's a Kings spot for sure. I don't like that the Spurs are on a 2-game losing streak, but gotta see if the Kings play everybody tomorrow. I will probably be on the Kings. Pacers. I will be on the Pacers too. -3. I'm not going to touch that total of 247. And Timberwolves, Warriors. I'll be on the Warriors. As long as Curry and Green play, I will be on the Warriors for sure. And then the Jazz and the Trailblazers. I'm probably just going to stay off that game. I think I lean the Jazz, guys. I think the Jazz get it done. So that's the show. I appreciate you guys listening. Follow me on Twitter. See where I get at for tomorrow at Easy Money Wins. I'm going to get back in the green tomorrow. Need to get back in the green tomorrow. It will happen. I always bounce back. I'm a winning sports bettor, guys. So let's get it done. Let's go.